The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader.
We're on the Moontrain!
This is how you become a day trader.
Alright. Today was quite the adventure. Sorry for a delayed update. Soccer practice. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lows. Closed on change on the Namo. We are down after hours here. Quite a bit on just the shit hitting the fan. Very important to see here if this makes a higher low. If it makes a higher low, we will probably go test here. Now, as you remember, here are the levels posted many times. We absolutely killed it today by playing calls off of this level here, the so over level, all the way to karate puts, where we sold a bunch of shit. I'm sitting in 686 puts and 675 puts as my hedge to my 681 calls and my 687s. Okay, plus I'm 90% cash. Trying to get a feel for this market a little bit. If this low holds, nevertheless, and this here, usually don't draw on this chart. But yeah, I won't either, otherwise I'm gonna start clogging it. If this turns out to be a inverted head and shoulders, you need to start bouncing here soon at the karate calls level. Then you can rip. So remember, we went today from 676 basic, 675 to 688. You start bouncing around here, you can get to that 690 spot, maybe even to the hopium level. But anyways, I took a chance on some 681 calls, but I hedged them up here. So the function regarding that is, in case this happens, these puts here and here explode. If we open flat, fine. Then obviously hit Lockheed Martin today at low a day here. It is up now 20 points from there. It's coming down a little bit, and also added some Chevron. It's anybody's guess what can happen here. Right now, after hours, we're back under the 89 daily, and that's what we're trading against all the time, is the 89 day. Above it's bullish. Now, however, if we come down, the reason I'm bringing up today's low, which is so important, is we did pierce the Bollinger Band. Okay, so again, we now have actually 2 pierces. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5. 5 pierces at the lower Bollinger Band, and no pierce at the higher. Okay, obviously these are kind of extraordinary times due to the massive shit show. I'm not even gonna go through individuals. Obviously we played Apple today. Here. We played MU once today here for 50%. I'm not watching any individuals tomorrow besides LMT, and I'm just gonna trade SPY tomorrow. How about that? Okay, now, so again, obviously, if this 4 hour comes down and needs to kill the Stowe, we're going lower. If we hold around here, it's actually still pretty bullish. Usually these wars create this dip, and last time we rallied for 9 days. This is a pretty bigger situation. We rallied to the trend line, to the karate puts, and we've since rejected. I don't know if these dudes have any more firepower to save this and try to push it here again. Anything can happen. And that's why I showed you guys today in the day plenty of times this here. This big mic is the magnet. That's why I took those 675 puts at higher day as a cheap hedge. You go under this, that's where you're going. And then you're pretty close to Jamie's collar. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm going to now, because it's full moon and we had the full moon rally, I'm going to peek into Wednesday. Wednesday also has that down there. I know they keep having ridiculous upside spots, but at some point this week we are going down here clearly. And this is then, it was this Friday. So it looks like this could have just been a retest and of this trend line that held all week. Okay, we'll know more by the morning. But again, let me put it this way: you start pushing this Bollinger Band down here on the 4 hour, you're going down here, and it's a really nice short. It's too early to tell. Will this turn into a inverted head and shoulders? You could argue for it. At the same time, we did pierce the hourly Bollinger Band here. You'd have to start holding, maybe dip early, pierce it again, because here you see you got the pierce, you got the pierce. Okay, it is starting to pretend to make an egg, but again, it's too early to tell, and I don't usually have a bunch of hedges on. But when you're dealing with this type of shit that we are right now, and if you have family members involved, let us all pray that they are safe. But again, I mean, this is completely possible that they're just... I'm just saying, it looks shit right now, but it also fucking looked really shit at 674, and there's no fucker that would have been like, yeah, 688's happening today, 689. That's all I'm getting at, okay? Have to be 90% cash. If you haven't traded crazy shit like this before, watch what we do, okay? We had a bunch of people absolutely slay it today, which is fantastic. And be careful, okay? Please. Here's the flow. Amazon data center got hit. MU, everybody's gonna need memory. Google, Meta, absolute epic today. That open was the fucking trade. Didn't take it though. Was watching SPY. Yeah, so it's a big rotation. My big question here is when's this bad boy gonna move? Sorry about that. Kids high on life. What's better than that? But they did sell off dark pool here, we saw that, but we also played that little pump at the end. This was my favorite move today. Me and Todd in the chat absolutely slayed these 690s right there. But look at QQQ. So they're buying that all day, meanwhile they're selling dark pool, right? So I'm following these because they're pretty on point, right? But here you see a rotation into Apple, for instance. This is a little bit mind-boggling, but it is what it is. I'm not even gonna buy, like, we have an NFP on Friday. We got bigger fucking problems than you know, reports. End of day, the flow was super bearish into close. Then after hours, there's a little bit more positive stuff. One more thing. Let's see how this is set up here. So 690 or 680. Right now we're closer to 680. QQQ 608 and 6900. Big levels. All about, I want to figure out this overnight game. This looked really brutal, and I had a suspicion today also that they might be ripping these through the day and then gapping them down overnight and then keep ripping them up until it changes. If we keep doing this pattern, I will be hedging quite a lot. Might even just write some, out of the money puts every night. I mean both, but either way, I'll be fine. And that's the thing you gotta pay attention to this week. There could be like crazy opportunity, so make sure you don't get fucked. Oil. Where's the oil? Oil rearing its head right now, but it's not 2020 or 2001 either. VIX 1D has this gap to fill. Maybe we do that early. VIX left a gap open here. Doesn't mean it doesn't go higher. However, it did pierce the upper Bollinger Band in grand fashion today. So let's see what the readings are at open, and let's play it. God bless.